everybody, and welcome back to Time to Go. Bob here. Thanks so much for stopping by the channel today. So today we're going to be taking a look at a new release from Boldr, and Boldr's one of those companies that's just been nailing it with their designs since day one. Same goes for their latest release, the Boldr Globetrotter GMT. It's a fantastic watch, and for me, GMTs are one of my favorite complications, so I'm always happy to take a look at them with you guys. So let's get into the Globetrotter. Alright, so at the moment the watch is on a strap of my own, and the reason being is the Globetrotters come out on a rubber strap. You can see it here in the packaging that would need to be cut to fit my wrist. This is just on loan, so I didn't want to do that, but had to get some wrist time with this one. Pretty cool packaging that these come with. I have a second Batman version here in the background, but we're going to be focusing on the Pepsi for today. So when it comes to the case, if you're familiar with Boldr, you're going to definitely recognize this from their Odyssey line. It's a chunky case with some really hard angles. I think it looks just awesome. It's completely brushed, although we do have some polishing here on the signed crown. As usual from Boldr, we have some interesting artwork on the case back with that globe and compass design. The dial has a clean layout. We have applied stainless hour markers applied with a good dose of lume, and wait till you guys see the lume on this one. The handset is perfect with the second, minute, and hour hand reaching right out to the edge of the minute track, and that hour hand just hitting the tip of the hour markers. They just nailed it to me. Even the date wheel in black making the date blend right into the dial. The watch is using the ETA 2893-2. That's an elaborate grade automatic movement. I've done a couple of videos on how to set them in the past, so I'm not going to go into full detail here today. What I'll do though is I'll post a link in the description to one of those videos. I believe I did it in an Airman video there, so check that link out if you're interested. I will show you the basic operation of the watch though, so we'll start by unscrewing the crown. And in the first position, that is the hand winding position. If we pull it out one step, we can adjust the GMT hand independently of the other hands. And if we go the other way, we can adjust the date. And lastly, if we pull the crown out the full distance, we can adjust the regular hour and minute hands. If you've never used a GMT watch, just keep in mind that the GMT hand makes one revolution around the dial every 24 hours. So not only can you track a second time zone with that GMT hand, but you can also track a third using the bezel. The bezel, by the way, has a ceramic insert. It is lumed, and we'll get to that lume shot here in just a minute. One nice thing that they are doing that a lot of the smaller brands aren't doing is they are using a two-directional or a bi-directional bezel. The bezel is very easy to turn and use, especially with the way they have the grips on the side. So let's check out that lume, and we've got lume all over the place here. All the hands, hour markers, the markers on the bezel just pop. They're using BGW9, which with that icy blue tone looks just killer to me. A lot of times lumed bezels just won't keep up with the lume on the rest of the watch, but not the case here at all. They definitely get an A+ in the lume department. By the way, guys, if you hear any banging in the background, there's actually a huge renovation going on next door. They're putting an addition on the house, so I'm not sure if the camera will pick that up, but if it does, that's what it is. So when it comes to size, for the guys that don't like a big watch, the earmuff scene from the movie Old School comes to mind here. I love that movie, by the way, but anyways, this is a big one coming in at a little over 44 millimeters. The lug to lug is 52 millimeters. We have a lug opening of 22 millimeters and a thickness of about 14.5 millimeters. The crystal, by the way, is sapphire with an AR coating. And we have a huge 300 meter water resist. So let's take a quick look on wrist. And here it is, and I love this thing. My wrist is 7¼ inches. This is definitely going to be big on a smaller wrist for sure, but I really like the whole package. The colors are great. I love the case design with those bold angles. It just looks awesome to me. Now, I haven't mentioned it yet, but these are on a tour started by Scott from Watches Galore. Links to him and the other guys will be below, so make sure to check out their videos too. This is going to be my last video for probably a little over a week. I'm going away. I'm actually going to be in Nashville for a few days. Really looking forward to checking out the city. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for stopping by, and we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.